The man scoops up a mouthful of seawater with both hands, but just as he is about to drink it down, he is hurriedly stopped by the captain behind him. For if he takes even a small sip, his brain will start to suffer from extreme dehydration. Thus, the group finds themselves in a state of despair. At that moment, Chang suddenly pulls out a pencil. Seeing this, he immediately begins to draw a map of the sea. He then calculates their current position. As long as they drift with the wind, they will soon reach a nearby island. However, the wind at sea is always unpredictable, so Chiang and Xiao Shuai untie the rope from the lifeboat. Then they tightly secure it to the other end of the inflatable raft. Next, they take some wire and tie it to their life jackets. The final step is to throw the life jackets into the sea. In this way, a makeshift anchor is created. This will prevent them from being blown in the wrong direction. After completing everything, the group finally smiles. They seem to see the dawn of victory, but the pressing issue of extreme dehydration still looms large, so they pray to the heavens for rain to quench their thirst. But after a long time, the sky was still clear. This undoubtedly plunged them back into despair. One night while sleeping, Jack was suddenly awakened by raindrops. Seeing this, the others quickly took off their clothes to catch the rain. Before long, with the gusts of wind, a torrential downpour followed. They were extremely excited upon seeing this, because they hadn't had water for many days. Originally, they were an Air Force squadron, but while flying over the Pacific, their plane ran low on fuel. With no choice, they had to make an emergency landing on the sea. Just like that, the plane sank to the bottom, and the only equipment left was a rubber raft. When morning came, they observed their surroundings waiting for rescue. But when the rescue plane flew overhead, no matter how they called for help, it was in vain. Soon, several days passed. Starving Jack took a bullet from the magazine. Then he pulled out the spring inside and bent it. This way, he made a simple fish hook. Xiao Shuai was responsible for tying the hook to the rope. Then he tied a clamp to it and let it sink. Jack tore off a piece of red cloth as bait. Then he threw the hook into the sea to start fishing, but they fished all day without catching anything. However, Xiao Shuai did not give up, but after several more days, they still caught nothing. Seeing this, Xiao Shuai could no longer bear it. He then took out a dagger from his pocket. Chiang quickly stopped him. If the raft got punctured, they would have no chance of survival. Unexpectedly, Xiao Shuai ignored this. Then he brandished the dagger and started stabbing at the raft.